This video chart presentation of Endeavour Mining Corp. Endeavour trades on the Toronto Stock Exchange under ticker EDV. See, Endeavour's had a real nice run down here around 45 cents about 7-8 months ago. More than doubled in value, up to break over $1. Consolidated since then. Has actually formed a big cup and handle pattern. And while the stock's in the handle portion of this pattern, we want to pay attention to it. See if it's going to start to take on some upward pressure and break through this resistance. That kind of starts around 98 cents, but really runs up to around $1.02. Because if it breaks that, stock can make a real nice move, as a cup and handle continuation pattern is generally pretty reliable. MACD to gauge a trend coming back down on zero. We're just looking for the upward trend to hold. And for the MACD to hold above zero, make a move, drop a bullish cross, breaking through the signal line, and show that this trend is ready to go back into bull mode. Slow stow is pulled back from the high. Should be pretty much expected. Some strength has come out of the chart as it's consolidated from up around 98 cents. But right back around 50, relatively neutral. Not a great sign that it broke through it and is in a little bit of a downward trend, but not that big of a deal either. It's kind of just following right along with the stock price and should be expected. With some buying pressure that came in on Friday, money flow index started to curl upward. Again, showing some signs of life for the chart, and a hint that perhaps it's ready to try and make a move towards that resistance. Relative strength index, running right there at 50. It's about as neutral as it gets. Neither the bulls nor the bears have control of momentum, but in general, it's been holding a pretty nice pattern. Staying on the upper half of the indicator, it's a definite sign of bullishness. Notice price per share back over top of the 50-day moving average. Even bounced off it here recently as a dynamic support point, which is always a good thing to see. But what really has our attention is this big cup and handle, this portion being the cup, and then the handle forming right through here. And again, I'll note that breakout point, where we'll be looking for the top end resistance. Now, we tend to not talk price targets because we don't want to sound misleading. Encourage people to look up how exactly the cup and handle works. But it's the breakout point plus the depth of the cup, so there's typically a pretty nice upside to this continuation pattern. From the perspective of a static support, I would actually look right through the area the price is sitting at now. As you can see, that was a resistance point throughout the course of this pattern, right there around 87, 88 cents, where the stock closed on Friday. Beneath that, I see some more at 80, but I would start to get worried because the pattern's falling apart at that point. That's too big of a retracement for the handle. And if it breaks through this 50-day, I'd be more apt to believe it's going to come back down here near 70 cents and try and draw support from this bottom. So the stock price holding in this area is pretty important, and certainly staying over top of this 50-day moving average. I will also note that volume has been drying up, which is something that we want to see in the handle formation. And then, of course, we'll look for an increase in volume to try and make the move and break out of the pattern. Pretty nice looking chart all in all. Plenty of liquidity in the play, 1.1 million shares traded. And generally speaking, a real nice pattern. So we'll keep our eye on the Endeavour Mining Corp chart and see how it performs going forward. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.